Hey Maddie, it's Melissa Bergren with Academy Mortgage. I wanted to go ahead and answer some of your questions in the form of a video in case somebody wants to watch a video instead of reading information. Thought maybe that would be really great and interactive. So, you gave me some questions, so I'm just gonna go ahead and answer them. What my official job title is Mortgage Loan Officer. I work with Academy Mortgage. I said that I have been working with Academy Mortgage and for Academy Mortgage for almost a year. I have been doing mortgage home loans for 5 years in Ellensburg, and then previously I had done home loans for about 4 years in addition. So a total of about 9 years doing home loans. I have been in Kittitas County for about 15 years. We moved here from the Tacoma Gig Harbor area. We moved here to raise our family in a small town, and it has been a great place to raise a family. All right, I have been involved with the Kittitas County Habitat for Humanity consistently for about 4 years. I remember when I had some friends that were on the board and they were really active in doing some of the homes that were going up at that time. And they invited me to come to the store. So I started shopping at the store, and then I started volunteering at some of the builds that have happened. And then more recently, I started helping with the financing and helping the families that are receiving the Habitat for Humanity home that have applied and qualified. I started helping them with their financing. And so that has been super rewarding because it really connects. For my personal, something that means a lot to me is becoming a homeowner. And I know that when I became a homeowner for the first time, it was so powerful. Knowing that it was my home, knowing that I could paint the walls if I wanted to paint the walls, I could plant flowers. I just felt like it's also something that you feel really like it's not short term. You know, you get to make it your home. And so that's just really important to me. I love my job because of this. So that's probably one of my biggest rewards to working with Habitat for Humanity at this time. Hi, let me go ahead and finish some of these questions that you have. How have I stayed involved with Habitat over the years, and why? You know, housing is really important to me. Helping people become homeowners is something I am passionate about. And so that totally connects with Habitat for Humanity's mission statement. Now, the affordability part is super important because as I've been a homeowner, as I've grown as an adult and gotten older, homes have definitely gotten more expensive. And so that affordability is really important. And we need to really make sure that we keep it affordable, that everyday, hardworking people who live in our communities can and are able to own a home, and that it is not out of reach. I also believe that homeownership gives a family security. It also allows them to have some stability that is just not available when you are renting, because when you are renting, you have a landlord and you aren't in control of what your rent is going to be. You can't, and that's also not really an investment. And I do believe that homeownership is the greatest investment I've ever made personally, and I want people to be able to enjoy and experience that themselves. So this is why I'm passionate about Habitat for Humanity and affordable homeownership. And then one of your questions was, what are my hopes for Habitat for Humanity and the state of affordable housing for the future? And that is a really big, hard question. And my hopes are that we can continue to fundraise, that people who can do give, and that we can make sure that affordability is within reach for families that are working so hard. I mean, I think that we need to be really careful with our family choices. When I say our family choices, but for Habitat for Humanity, it does need to be really smart and careful about their family choices, because what we really want to do is make sure that we put the right families in homes so that it is truly the gift that it is intended to be. That it allows so that the family, and that's one of the things that's really, really wonderful about Habitat for Humanity, is you have really strict guidelines for income. Meaning when I'm helping a family with financing, Habitat for Humanity has a very conservative overall debt to income requirement. We do not, Habitat for Humanity does not want the financial responsibility of a mortgage payment to be too much. I think that we all know someone who, when they bought a house, they stretched and it didn't work out for them. That has been, some people can do it and some people cannot do it, and some people have been lucky and some people have been unlucky, but I think it's really important that when you are giving the gift and the opportunity that Habitat for Humanity does make available to their families and to become first-time home buyers, it's important that it truly is a gift and that family is ready to handle that. So identifying that sometimes you might have a family that is applying and maybe they're 2 years out. Maybe when I say that, maybe it's really important to be honest and to say that it looks like you're not quite ready. And even though you want to be ready, sometimes you're just not. And it's hard in this job, but I think it's important to be honest and ethical in this job, to be able to say that being a homeowner is not the cheapest thing. If the water heater breaks, or we all know a dishwasher leaks. There's just sometimes you have to repair things, and just like you have to repair and take care of anything you own, you have to take care of your home as well. So that's something that I guess I just want to make sure that we continue, that Habitat for Humanity continues, is to continue to pick their families carefully, to help their families. And if that means coaching them, if that means saying, it's maybe not going to happen this year, but maybe the next year after that, that being honest is more helpful than putting the wrong family in a home at the wrong time.